What is up, everybody? Hope you guys are all enjoying your wonderful evening or afternoon, wherever you are. Hope you guys are all enjoying whatever time frame you're at right now. But in this video, we're going to be having another update on the upcoming for potential winter storm in portions all the way from the western Rockies all the way up to the Midwest. So we are looking at a pretty widespread winter storm that could very well take place all across the plains up to the Midwest here. Maybe bring some snow for areas who haven't gotten snow this year or too much snow this year, such as Chicago, Omaha areas, as well more into Denver. So we are looking at a very widespread area, some big cities that can get some snow from an incoming cold front. So it's going to be a perfect pattern here coming in late this weekend up into early next week. So that's kind of the time frame where we'll be looking at who can see the snow, who can see the most amount of snow, what's the maximum accumulation, like all of that, what we're looking at in the time frame, every single thing here. But before we get into the video, please subscribe if you're new, hit the like button and the notification icon. But without further ado, let's get in the forecast. So here's looking now at the European here, and the European is actually having a huge step up compared to what they showed in my last video around 2 days ago, I believe, or it was. I don't think I posted yesterday, did I? I did post yesterday, I think. But this is kind of what we're seeing right now. We are seeing some light snow developing in the next 66 hours, which I believe is Friday. Yep, that is, I believe, Friday afternoon. Let's see. Yep, that is Friday afternoon. And it's going to bring some light snow here coming with that cold front. This cold front will kind of just pop up really in portions of the southwest and then move into portions of the western plains here by that late Friday, Saturday time frame. So it's going to allow some cold air to meet with that precipitation to the north and to the east, and that's going to help cause some snow showers in the higher elevations from areas as far near Cheyenne up to Denver, Colorado Springs, up into the Utah area. And then by we go to now Friday night, this is when things get very interesting here, or more like Friday late evening into dusk. We're going to be seeing that snow really becoming widespread here, but for mountain time and central time, it'll be kind of towards when the sun sets. So for eastern time, it'll be dusk, but by the time it actually happens for these time frames, it'll be around the evening hours. So we're going to be seeing that snow becoming very widespread. That cold front does become a little bit more widespread, so we can see some rather light snow here. This won't be too heavy or anything. It's going to be light snow across the whole state of really Colorado up into the northwestern portion of Kansas. So areas up there into the western half of Kansas can get some nice amount of snow there, decent for this time of the year. I guess you could say that, and it's going to start moving in by Friday at dusk for mountain and central time. We're going to see all that precipitation to the east. So like I did say, you're going to see all that precipitation to the east, and that cold front's going to be to the west. The low pressure is going to be right here. So that's where that cold will develop on the colder side of that low pressure. We're going to start seeing some of those rain showers there up in the Midwest converting into snow showers and even some heavy snow. But the main system will maintain to the west here, continue to bring snow for areas as far up to North Platte, Nebraska City, Omaha, getting up to the areas for much of northern and northwestern Kansas. Still seeing some snow there in the Rockies. And by the time we actually now go into Saturday, this will be a very large snow event here, possibly bringing snow all the way from Chicago up into Montana. So this will be a potential, our biggest snowstorm of the year here, all the way from Montana, go all the way up to Illinois. And this is what I expected to see this winter because of the pattern change we are seeing with the precipitation in the northwest and not southwest this year. We're going to be seeing a lot of snowstorms coming through this way here, and that's kind of what we're seeing here. So going to continue to see some snow there for areas like Denver, Colorado Springs. I mean, it's going to be a big snow event most likely for Denver and for Colorado. Going to bring some light snow across the areas near Billings, Montana, Cheyenne, Gillette, and then that snow is going to really start to fall down very heavy by that Saturday time frame for areas like Kansas City and St. Joseph off the Missouri River. And then by the time now we get into Sunday, that snow starts to widely fall apart here as that cold front kind of does start to really dissipate. And that's going to really just fall apart right before continuing on and off. But it could be a very big snow event for portions of the Midwest to Nebraska and even portions of the western plains and just central plains. But now let's take a look at the U.S. Corn Belt here, so we can actually take a look at the bigger cities such as Chicago and those areas. So this is going to be a Saturday. This is Saturday, very early morning for Central Time, and there's all that rain, so we're going to be seeing very heavy rain and light rain, but with some windy conditions for portions for Missouri, much of Illinois, Indiana, Michigan, all those areas to the east of that low pressure. And as we now continue the next 90 hours here, so by later Saturday morning, some of those rain showers will convert into light snow and flurries as we gradually get later into the day here, as temperatures will actually drop instead of increase during the day because of that cold front pushing eastward. And then we continue now about around midday, maybe early afternoon. Things will really start to change. A lot of those areas north of the low pressure will start to really convert into rain showers, sleet. So could actually be a very good chance for Chicago. Could be a good chance for north central Illinois, and could be a very big chance for snow for areas like Kansas City, St. Joseph, areas near Nebraska City, and even just areas near Des Moines as well can get a few snow showers across the general areas of the metro area. But look at it now. This is about now Saturday mid-afternoon. It's going to get very, very heavy at this point. We're going to be seeing very heavy snow most likely for areas like Chicago, Aurora, Rockford. Some snow there for Milwaukee, a few flurries for Madison. Won't see much there in Madison. Some heavy snow as well there for central and western Michigan. And then it's going to continue to become very heavy now. Going to be a big event now all the way near New York down into areas like Nebraska and even Colorado. So going to be a very widespread storm here. Continue to see some really heavy snow across big cities like Lansing, big cities like Traverse City, area Chicago, Milwaukee. You guys are going to get some good amount of snow from this. And it's going to continue until that cold front falls apart here. But we could see some snow showers there for Kansas City as well. I mean, it's going to be very interesting here. On the other hand, the GFS is really kind of showing the storm being completely nothing here. And they don't have it turning to snow until kind of late Saturday. So they don't even have it bringing snow for Colorado, Kansas, Nebraska, nothing. Just very heavy rain across the areas of the Midwest and the South Central. But they don't really have it converting to snow until, let's see, this is until midday. Until midday is when we see the first showers popping up across Kansas and up into Illinois. And then they don't have it really getting too big until really Saturday night. And the GFS was agreeable yesterday, but now it's kind of, what are they showing, So here's looking now at the snowfall totals here. They are a lot higher, let's just say that, compared to yesterday. So the closer we get, the more data and better snowfall totals we'll get. So it still has plenty of time to change here. This really won't start till Friday, really, in the Rockies. But we're looking at in the Rockies. Speaking of the Rockies, we're going to be seeing a minimal amount of snow across the Rockies, but the most amount of it will be into the west central portions of Colorado there, where we have those high elevations. So Denver looking at 1 to 4 inches there. Colorado Springs looking at maybe 4 to 5 inches there as well. But scattered areas in the Rockies and the highest elevations could see anywhere to half a foot of snowfall. But it's really not impressive. Cheyenne, maybe an inch here. But it's going to start to really, as that cold front really advances eastward and it brings the colder temperatures, it'll really intensify that low pressure. That's going to help bring more and more amounts of snow there, and a longer chance to see cold surfaces for portions of the Midwest, which will help it accumulate faster. But Kansas City, looking at 5 inches of snowfall based on this, that will be, I believe, your first snowfall of the year for Kansas City there. But areas just north, looking at maybe even 7 inches. Areas near St. Joseph looking at maybe 4 to 6 inches based on what we have right now. So a lot of northern Kansas will get snow from here. So areas near Topeka or Wichita, you guys are going to kind of really stay out of the worst. Maybe a flurries or a trace. Dodge City as well. It's going to kind of be just split in half Kansas. So the northern half, you're good to go to get some snow here, whether it's a lot or very little. A huge shift, though. A huge shift to the south, what we're seeing compared to my last video. A lot of the snow was up here to the north like this. Areas like Des Moines, Nebraska City. And now it's really gone to the south here. And that's all because of where that cold front is. The placement of the cold front has changed more to the south. So we will be seeing some snow in these areas, but it won't be too much accumulation, or it won't accumulate at all because temperatures will be warmer than anticipated, and temperatures here will be colder than anticipated. So you're actually seeing more snow to the south than to the north than what we expected a few days ago, or around 24 hours ago. But areas in south, the far southern portion of Iowa could get some snow south of Des Moines, but it's going to kind of be the eastern half that can really get guaranteed a good amount of snowfall, maybe 3 inches. I mean, that's pretty good compared to what we've seen this year. And this is where it gets really interesting looking at Chicago. You guys have really missed out on Dane. You guys really missed out on that quite a bit. So, I mean, when you see high snowfall totals like this in Chicago, you really doubt it. Because, I mean, it's happened multiple times where malls show this much snow and it doesn't even drop even half of that. So, I understand that this probably won't excite you even a little bit if you're in Chicago. But, I mean, the fact that the cold front placement has moved south could really indicate that this is possible. And I know the GFS really shows nothing. The GFS, or the European, tends to really overreact storms, but the thing is, the European is very accurate when it comes to snowstorms, so it's really just something to keep in mind here. So it's plenty of time to change. Who knows, it changes to the more, changes east, south, west. No, it's always, this is just what we have right now. This is all we have right now on the on the European. Madison, Wisconsin, 1 to 2 inches, max 3, based on the European at the moment. And then for Milwaukee, a good 7 to 10 inches of snowfall, depending where you are near Waukesha or Waukesha. You guys are looking at even more than 9 inches of snowfall there. Chicago, you guys are looking at a good 8 to 13 inches of snowfall. Of course, that sounds that you probably want to get excited at that because that really will change a lot, and it has in the past. Even when it stuck at that much snow, hours before the snow even came down, it still disappointed people. Rockford, 6 to 8 inches there. Areas near Aurora can get maybe even near 13 inches plus. Be some what we have right now. Going to be a very snowy Lake Michigan. I don't understand why they put accumulations for the lake when it can't accumulate. It literally can't physically accumulate on the lake. So I guess Lake Michigan, guys, is getting 8 inches of snowfall. That's crazy. I didn't know snow could stick on water. Areas as well near the Muskegon region, looking at a good, probably just under half a foot there. But areas south of that can get maybe up to 11 inches. Areas near Muskegon, of course, near under half a foot. Traverse City, 2 inches most likely. So it's going to be really outside of Detroit. It's going to be outside of Lansing most likely. But the best chance for snow will be in those really rural areas in central Michigan. But let's take a look now at what the GFS has. And of course, it is just an absolutely just crazy difference here. They do have stuff for Chicago, but that's really like an 8-inch difference, which is pretty big for Chicago. It's literally twice what they got last year. And the max they have is 2 inches for the Rockford region, or south of Rockford actually. So it's a little, you know, unfortunate that models, especially GFS and European, can't agree, but they are starting to agree with that heavy amount of snow for north central Michigan. They actually are agreeing very closely with the exact totals as well. So that's something, I guess, very good, I guess. The CMC, it's I guess better than the GFS, but it's not really what the European is showing. But obviously we can't be European biased, so I believe the CMC is kind of the in-between, if you guys could say that. But you do see we're going to be seeing a good amount of snow towards the Rockies, up to a foot for some areas. It could even bring some good amount of snow to the southwest, because this is where the cold front's going to really pop up right here, and then it just pushes eastward at that point. But there you see you're going to be seeing they actually the most amount of snow near Des Moines. So I mean, there's a lot of differences here, but still has plenty of time to change. And of course, it's cold front. You're probably looking at this map. How in the heck is this possible? I mean, yes, the averages are cold enough, but look, we're way above average for the exact regions. Well, the thing is, this is the next 72 hours. This is Friday morning here, based on what the thing has. But as we now go later into now Saturday, when that snow starts to really become widespread across the western plains, there's that cold front just popping up and coming to save the day for these people who want snow. And that's exactly why this is going to bring snow most likely for Chicago. Because look, this cold front is going to be way more to the south than expected. Look, not even getting past central Wisconsin here. You do see it's not getting past even southern Wisconsin. So really, there's not going to be a good chance to see snow in these areas like they thought they thought yesterday. There could be some snow, but not too much or very little accumulation. So that's why there's a good amount of snow possibilities for these areas because of the placement of the cold front. Could be seeing 14 to 16 degrees below average in Chicago. So really, temperatures could very well be there to withstand a lot of accumulation. But hope you guys enjoyed the video, and bye guys.